everyone, and welcome back to Baron's Den. And the time has come. The time is now. It's Gnomes for Blood Bowl on pre-order. This is very exciting. Apologies, this is a little late. I'm currently on holiday in a caravan. But luckily I brought my microphone with me, and we've just had something to eat. And whilst the boys go into bed, I thought I'd have a look. And I've seen that on the Warhammer community website, it says that Blood Bowl Gnomes are coming next week for pre-order, which is all very exciting. So let's see what the article says. The Grand Hogs, and now is the moment we've been waiting for, as the game of fantasy football sees the fittest, most athletic, most professional team ever to play the big leagues take to the field. That's right, the Gnomes are here, and there they are. Oh, look at these little markers. They look amazing. The Grand Hogs are a collection of mischievous gnomes ready to bring their trickery, guile and numerous woodland pals to the Blood Bowl pitch. The team includes 14 plastic miniatures. Oh, here we go. 8 linemen, 2 Illusionists, 2 Beastmasters with a choice of badger or goose companions, and 2 ball-thieving woodland foxes. You'll also get balls and various tokens themed around the gnomes. Brilliant. So we were right when we predicted in our speculation video about Illusionists. So those models that look like they were witchy, illusion-y kind of gnome ladies. I even called them Illusionists, so well pleased with that one. I mean, it was fairly obvious, but even so. And here's Spike 17. Look how good he looks. See if we can... oh, it's coming, gnome. Very good. After years hidden away, the gnomes venture out of their concealed groves and onto the pitch. Guardians of the forest. The very best gnomish superstars take to the gridiron, complete with their furry friends. Issue 17. So there's not too much information we can glean from there. There's a lot of spites and fairies though. Interesting. The rules for using your new gnome team to dominate the leagues are in issue 17 of Spike Journal. As well as team list, this volume includes a spotlight on the Grand Hogs, advice for coaching this unusual team, new star players, gnome garden leagues, and a dungeon bowl update. All the usual features round out the issue, which you'll be able to get in paperback and ebook formats. So, star players, so there's more than one in there. Gnome Garden Leagues, well, that'll be rules to do some sort of gnome-focused league. Dungeon Bowl update, I wonder which college they'll go into. I mean, it would make sense to me for them to go into either College of Life, being, woodland-based, or I always got the feeling from Warhammer lore that gnomes perhaps shared a closer affiliation with dwarfs than they did with elves. Some people seem to think because we had Jordell Freshbreeze announced that it was coming out soon, that meant that gnomes would have Elven Kingdom special rule. And whilst Jordell might be able to play for gnomes, I don't know, and he might even be in the book, I can't see gnomes having Elven Kingdom keywords, because that would be very law-breaking for me. I don't think the gnomes have really got anything to do with the elves. They haven't really got much to do with dwarfs, but I think they have more affiliation with dwarves, having lived in the World's Edge Mountains, than they would with the elves. But with that bearing in mind, it might be that they're in College of Metal or College of Fire, but most likely they're going to be in College of Life. Which is a bit of a shame, because they don't really need more stunty players, do they? Seeing them in something else, another college, might be a bit more interesting. The pitch looks cool, very much like a garden. Those dice are either going to be awesome or terrible. I know that makes it sound like the two extremes, but if that background red bits are vibrant enough, it'll be really cool. But if they're not, it might be difficult to read what's actually on the dice, so hopefully they'll be really good. And the cards. Coach your gnomes in style with a range of themed accessories. The gnome dice set features 7 blue and red pearlized Blood Bowl dice, and the gnome team card pack features 44 cards covering your players, star players, new special cards, and blank cards for keeping track of your players in leagues. The gnome team pitch and dugouts set includes a double-sided pitch depicting a magical forest in the day and at night, complete with rules for playing on it, and a pair of dugouts. So yes, looks like we'll just get a night version of that. It says here star players, so we're definitely getting more than Rodney Roachbait in here. So tomorrow, when they do a new Miniature Monday, we might get another star player spawned. Like I said, there's a chance Jordell Fresh Breeze is in there, but it would seem to be a bit odd, I think, to have him in, as there's no historical reason he would be playing for the Gnome team or involved with the Gnome team. But of course, they could have written that into the new law with the Spike magazine. It might say in here, as part of Jordell's history, that after playing for, I can't remember which Wood Elf team he would have played for in the past. Avalon, maybe? Well, maybe after he's played for them, he then moves to a Gnome team for some reason, which is why he then has the affiliation with them. But otherwise, we could be looking at one or even two more new star players, so one of those might get spoiled tomorrow. It's possible that your Gnomes might need some help on the pitch if they're to overcome some of the tougher teams out there, and that's where the Gnome Tree Man and Rodney Roachbait come in. The Tree Man will add some punch to your scrimmage line, while star player Rodney Roachbait uses his trusty fishing rod to hook the ball right out from under the noses of opponents. And then it goes on to talk about White Dwarf. So that's interesting as well to me, the Gnome Tree Man. So does that mean he's got different special rules to the Alton Forest and Lauren Forest? It could be that he's just got different rules for Loner, or even Take Root. Who knows? He might have an extra skill or a different skill to fit in with the Gnomes. But there is a Gnome Tree Man, which is, they've named it Gnome Tree Man, so at least some of it's different. It might be that it is the same as the Alton Forest one, but different from the Lauren Forest by having either no Loner or a lower numbered Loner, like a 3+ Loner. But we'll have to wait and see. So let's just check at the bottom, because normally they'll say things they're going to cover on the community website. If we scroll down. Here on Warhammer Community, we'll have a closer look at the Blood Bowl Gnomes, new Dawnbringers fiction, and of course, lots more blah 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 about the new Wage of Sigmar. So this is interesting. We'll have a closer look at Blood Bowl Gnomes. So this week, whilst I'm on holiday, which is typical, they're going to be releasing some more information. So as soon as I spot that and see what's going on, I will keep you all updated with, first of all, what's been said, and then what that means. But one thing we can say is we are definitely getting Blood Bowl Gnomes. Hopefully that'll be available to pre-order next week, and they'll be released the week after, but I know they're doing some 2-week windows, so you never know. We know that this is definitely an Illusionist now, which is really good. And then we'll have to wait and see, coming this week when they release more information, how close we were with our speculation video. For anyone who wants to have a look at the speculation video, to see what might be coming up with the Gnomes, you can find that under the Gnome playlist, or I'll try and add in a link into the description so you can have a look at that. And then all the other news about the Gnomes. But other than that, I'm going to get back to my holiday now. But thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope you are as excited as I am to be getting our hands on this new Gnome Blood Bowl team. Wonderful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more information and just general content on Blood Bowl 3, and at some point probably venture out into some other games as well. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.